Hey guys. Okay, so you have now pulled the numbers for the top 10 recognition, or this week's top 12. You've created the team cover photo and you've uploaded the photo into the team page. So now what I do is I create an individual shout out for those top 12 because I want them to be recognized for their hard work over the last 7 days. So I'm now going to share with you how I create the individual recognition photo and how you can do this to make it a little bit more efficient for yourself as well. So I'm going to share my screen, and you're going to have to create a folder, I would suggest, on your computer, so that way you have a spot that all of these photos go and you can find them easily, because at this point you will have to use the photos of the coaches. So it's not just my photos anymore. You might have to get onto my Facebook and search for that person's name to save a shout out photo. And once you have it, keep it, because then you can use it in the next weeks and it kind of cuts down the work for you. So you're back into Canva. And again, the template's here. So this is my top 10. So I'm going to click here. And what's so nice is that this template is like automatically uploaded. Everything stays the same and you can still edit it. So I'm actually going to add uploads and logos. My logo should be in here. So if you ever create anything new, my logo will be right in here for you to upload. So I'm going to add this because this is brand new. So I'm going to add just the logo right here. So again, this is where you can get creative. If you want to play with this, if you want to use different elements, different colors, if you go to uploads, my logo's right here. Actually, if you go to uploads and then go to uploads, you'll find a lot of the girls are already in here from previous weeks. It's just you learning who there are. So it might help you to type their name into Facebook and kind of get familiar. So Rochelle is already on here. You know, she was a top 10 coach last week as well. So hers is already done. So, whoops. So what I would do is just keep this the exact same way. And you can go to design title. And what I do is I save it as their name top 10. So I would go in and save Rochelle top 10 and be done. And so she's done. And now I stay on this slide and I say, okay, Stacy. So Stacy, this is her first time in top 10. So I'm going to go to Facebook. I'm going to type in Stacy. And if they're using their Facebook right, they should be able to click on their profile picture and use their profile picture for their shout out, because it should be something of them that shows them and something that's easy to see and tell who it is. So I save it into a file. I save it as their name. And I go back into Canva and I go to upload image. And so now it brings me back to that folder. And there's Stacy. So I upload Stacy's photo, I delete Rochelle's, and I upload Stacy's. And I change the name. And I make sure you spell it right. So here you don't have to recognize number or anything. It's more or less just getting their name and their photo on the page. Then I go back up to the design title. And I put Stacy top 10. Push done, move me down, and I push download. And there it is. I don't remember ever these being into a zip though. So I guess you'll have to do that. If it comes up to this, if it comes up to the zip, you just click the zip file, you open it. I always open the first one and do exactly what we did for the cover photo. We open it. Save. And Stacy top 10. And now it's saved again to my computer. So again, I would create a file, a folder for you to be able to save all these to. And now what I would do is, now that her photo's done, I'm going to go to her Facebook page. And if you want to create all 10 photos first, this is what I do. I create all 10 photos first, and I keep them in I actually upload them to Google Drive, because I can access Google Drive on my phone. I can access Facebook on my phone. So throughout the weekend, I've been just doing recognition. And if I have their name on there, I know who I've done. So then I just go to her Facebook page, I click the photo, I look for the photo I want to upload, which is Stacy, this one. And I just say, congrats, girl, on being top 10 this week. And then I would just post. So something short and sweet. As you get to know the coaches, and I can always go back in and edit the comment to make it more personable if I need to. But for starters, we'll just keep it short and sweet. Congrats on being top 10. You know, keep up with your something short and sweet. Doesn't have to be crazy. It's just short, sweet, to the point, and then just push post. So that's how you would do the top 10 recognition to the team. And what I might do, if you're more comfortable, you can go to this week's recognition and upload all the files here. I'll upload the pictures. Actually, what I will do, let's scratch that, because I will know the top 10 by doing this. I will go to right here and we'll create a Google document. We'll do it this way. I think this will be more efficient. So I'll create the top 10, like when you in the Excel sheet, and then I'll say description of post for individual top 10. So then I'll list out the top 10, and if it's Stacy, so I'll just do it like this, Stacy, Carol, the short little paragraph for you to copy and paste. So just copy this, copy, and then you can just post that on here with her photo. That way it's still coming from me, but you can just copy and paste it when you have time. So we'll do it that way. When I see the top 10, I'll go through and write the little blurb about them. If you see my name on here, you can put it on the cover photo, but you do not need to do a personal shout out. This is just my second business center. So you do not need to do a personal shout out for me. That's totally fine. So if you see my name, or if you see my husband's name, Matthew, you do not have to do a shout out, an individual shout out for that. So I think that pretty much covers how to do the individual post. You'll see names in here. You'll see certain faces. So as you do this more frequently, if you start to recognize names, you'll see them in here, and you don't have to go through and search Facebook anymore. So hopefully that helps. Again, if you have questions, you can always message me, and we'll go from there. So hopefully that helps, and thank you again.